And we are live. Hello, hello. What's up, Choom gang? I'm Sophia, and I'll be your host for today's Choom Session. And guys, today we're going to have Steve from Hedge on, and we're going to chat about love and self-care, along with what's new and good from Wana. But before we get into it, guys, let's talk about the giveaway, because this time around we're giving away an awesome Wana prize pack loaded with a bucket hat, a toque, a black t-shirt, the best kind of t-shirts, a hoodie, socks, and a pack of scratch and sniff stickers to boot. So if you want to throw your name in the hat, all you got to do is just like this video, give us a thumbs up, give us a heart, and that is it. You're going to be entered. But you will also get a chance to get some bonus points by answering some questions that I ask you guys throughout this session. And all you have to do is just answer them in the comments section, and that's it. So I hope that you guys are ready, because here is your first bonus entry question. And it is, what are you chooming today? What are you rolling? What are you toking? What are you smoking? Maybe you're taking an edible, maybe you're taking a chocolate or a gummy. Let us know whatever you've got going on in the comment section, and you've got yourself your next bonus question. All right. So now this contest runs until February 27th, so make sure to get all of your entries in before then. Best of luck, Choom Gang. But guys, without further ado, gang, let's welcome in our featured guest, Steve, into our session. Hello, hello, Steve.
Hi, Sophia. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing?
I'm great. Really excited to be here and talking to the Choom gang and the Choom family today. So thank you for having me.
No, we're super stoked that you're here. And just to start us off, just tell the gang a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Yeah, so my name is Steve Crichton. I'm Director of Education and Corporate Development over here at Hedge. Hedge is a sales agency, education, distribution, really focused on the education side of things. It's very meaningful for us and for myself. I started in cannabis in 1996, so I've got a lengthy, distinguished career in in this industry.
Yeah, a bit
So,
of an OG here.
yeah, so I kind of knew starting down this road when we started to see legal recreational cannabis that I knew education was going to be a key component to it. And really, that's one of the foundational building blocks for what we do here at Hedge. So really couldn't be more excited to be representing a really great portfolio of brands into the market. And at the end of the day, a lot of that starts with Wana. So really excited to be here and talk with the team about all things Wana.
I love it. I love that you're here. This is going to be awesome. And then, guys, so kind of in the spirit of this month's theme here at Choom, which is all about kind of just celebrating love for yourself and others, I wanted to ask you a few related questions, and I hope you're up for it. But one of the first questions: how do you celebrate and practice self-love? What are some things that you do to kind of really show some love and appreciation for yourself?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think from a personal mindful sense, I like to make sure that I'm taking care of myself health wise, both mentally and physically. I think that's really important. Obviously, going through what we've been through the past couple of years,
Yeah.
I think sometimes we can get kind of caught up in all of this COVID mess that we've been going through. I think it's important to take a minute every day. I meditate. I try
Oh,
and do
that's a good one. That's a good
yeah,
one.
I try and do some yoga in the morning as well too. My girlfriend is a yoga instructor,
Oh,
so
that must help a lot.
it certainly does. So that's one thing, and then also just I think being mindful and respectful to everybody else in my life and everybody's schedules as well too. I make sure I call my mom once every couple of days as well too, and
Oh,
check in on her and
she
see how
must
she's
love
doing.
that.
Yeah, so that's really for me. I think a lot of it just comes down to um, every morning I try and check my ego and my expectations at the door, and just start my day with an open mind and an open heart.
Oh, that's so lovely. That is so nice. For me, it was like I just need to shut off my phone. It's just I need to ignore my phone 110%. It is out of sight, out of mind. probably lighting a candle or something that really makes me feel good. Even just listening to music or a podcast, something that's just positive. That's stuff that I like to do. Some arts and crafts along there. And now, okay, so for talking about love, I'm sure that most people are familiar with the five love languages. But if you're not familiar with it, though, they are words of affirmation, acts of service, gift giving, quality time, and physical touch. Now, Steve, do you have any idea of like what your love language is for receiving and showing love to others?
That's a great question. And to be honest, I think I could almost tick every one of those.
Yeah, and I
Um,
think that we're all kind of a combination of all of them, but there's, like, a couple that usually are the ones that really ring true, like, what makes you feel really loved.
yeah, and I think it's important, and for myself especially, my girlfriend lives in Germany, so we're far
So
apart.
far.
Yeah, so we're far apart. So we try and make the effort every day to spend some time, whether it's like on a FaceTime or a WhatsApp video call. I make sure I tell her I love her at least 5 times a day. And we're both
Amazing.
very physical people, so it is a bit of a challenge because I'm a big proponent of that physical aspect of love.
Yeah.
Uh, I think it's a very key component, and I know especially is for me. I'm a connector, and so in that way, it's probably one of the big challenges that I've had to work through the past couple of years is not having that physical contact, not having
Gotcha,
whether it's
yeah.
just giving your friend a hug as well too. Hugs
Yeah.
are essential at the end of the day. And I know, like with my mom called me about a year into COVID, and she was crying, and she was like, "You know what?" She's like, "I haven't even had a hug
Oh,
in a
that's so
year,"
heartbreaking.
and it kind of broke my heart a little bit. So hugs, I'm big on hugging, big time. I think it's important to tell the people in your life every day that you love them, that they mean how much they mean to you. Um, Appreciation, I think, is part of it as well too, and respect. So I think for myself, that's really what it comes down to. But again, I think I practice all the facets and aspects of love.
It sounds like it. It sounds
Whenever
like
I
you're
can.
very, like you're really in tune with the people around you and how they receive love as well, which I
Correct.
think that's like and I think that there is a difference between, receiving and showing, like how and a difference of, like, which relationship you're talking about, right? Like, even with your mother versus your girlfriend versus your friends, I mean, there probably is like an overlying like similarity there, but I'm sure each one of them is like so individual too.
Correct. Correct.
Oh, that's
So
awesome. Yeah, I feel like for mine, I would say probably acts of service and quality time. Like with my husband, it's just like if we can just spend some time together. And I've noticed that his love language for me is acts of service. Like he always does things for me, like so sweet. And I didn't know that that was something that I liked until 7 years later, being like, oh yeah, that's something that you do, and it makes me feel really warm and fuzzy, which is
well,
so nice.
and you touched on something there, and this is something that I'm big on, and service is huge. Like I think on a very human level, the greatest gift that we can give to people is to serve. Serve your community, serve your friends, serve your family. I think that's such an important facet of how we express love, but also how we show gratitude and compassion as well too. And I do a lot of volunteer service, so I think that's really important aspect as well too. So community engagement, love.
100%. I love that. I love that. And it really does like work both ways, right? Because it probably helps you as much as it helps others.
Correct. Correct.
Amazing. Okay, well, Choom Gang, here is your next bonus entry question. I want to know, what's your love language for receiving and showing love to others? Let us know. So, just to recap, there's a five there. There's words of affirmation, acts of service, gift giving, quality time, and physical touch. Let us know in the comment section, and you're going to get a bonus entry. All right, Steve. So let's jump into Wana. Let us know, tell us a little bit about the brand story there.
Yeah, look, this is a big part of our portfolio, and it's such an exciting brand in my opinion. I've been in cannabis for a while, and really seeing the innovation on the edible side of things, I think is just incredible. And for me, it really does start with Wana. I can remember my first time in about 2015. I was down in Colorado. I was working with a couple of companies down there, and I was looking for some edibles. And I asked everybody. I said, who should I be looking at? And every single person said, go to your local dispensary, pick up some Wana products. And I started to walk around Denver and went into a couple of dispensaries, and all I saw was Wana. And I remember trying them for the first time and thinking, wow, these are fantastic and amazing. And I wanted to know more about them. More importantly, I knew that, if in the new legal recreational market potentially coming into Canada, I was like, wow, this is definitely the type of product that I could get behind. And so when legalization happened here and we joined forces with Indiva, and I found out that they had the licensing agreement with Wana, I was thrilled. And so we got to go down the rabbit hole deeper, and I started to understand more about the company. And they were founded in Colorado in 2010, one of the first edibles companies in North America. They are female founded, female run. So that was a really exciting piece of the puzzle as well, too.
Love
And
that.
really understanding the company and the time, the research and development that they had really put in. And it's important to understand that Wana wasn't, built to be just an edibles company. Wana, the philosophy behind them was they were really interested in wellness, in really kind of being the connective tissue in the cannabis industry and producing products that they felt not only represented on the legal recreational market, but also on the wellness side of things. And so their attention to detail with how they do their research and development, how they do their production down there is very tuned in to not only just legal recreational edibles, but being mindful of the wellness side of things too. So they got into a relationship with Indiva. Indiva has the licensing rights and agreement to bring Wana into Canada. And so in 2018, the team from Wana came up from Colorado. They really built out the kitchen inside the facility with Indiva in Ontario, brought up their recipes, really showed them how to do it, which I thought was incredible because, we've seen in some cases where brands come into the market and they're not really given the tools and the recipes and even the cultivars and genetics necessary to be able to replicate. And because this isn't flour, because it's an edible product and it's recipe based, it was possible for them to be able to do that replication and, more importantly, bring up literally all the recipes in the kitchen and set it up. And so we launched Wana in 2018 into the legal rec market here, and with tremendous success. And we've got Wana really right now is separated into two different varieties at this point in time. We've got what we call the Wana Classic line, which is your traditional blueberry indica, strawberry, watermelon hybrid. Exactly. We've got the pomegranate blueberry acai. We've got
Here's that guy.
Yeah, those ones are fantastic. The Japanese citrus yuzu as well too.
I feel like that's a pretty fan favorite. I've heard a lot of people say that's their favorite.
Yeah, they're really great. And there's a lot of things that really do make up the Wana family and the whole Wana line. So, and we can touch in a little bit that as we go here, but having Wana in our portfolio and being able to bring Wana into the market, we really do believe that they are the best gummy in the market, one of the best edibles as well too. And there's many different reasons behind that, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go here.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like they came in hard and strong. Like these are a strong edible, like just like flavor wise, texture wise, just the whole package. It's a beautiful gummy, guys. It really is.
And that comes from the years of experience
Exactly.
that the team have on creating these products. They've been around creating edibles and gummies for 11 years now. So they're so much further ahead of the curve than almost anybody else in the industry. And while everybody else is trying to scramble around to figure out what to put in their packages, they've already got all these amazing formulas, these amazing flavors, more importantly, the ratios and the terpene profiling as well too. So they're a really exciting brand. And There's a reason that they are the #1 selling edible in Canada.
Amazing. And so we've got the Wana, and then we also have Wana Quick, right? So what's the kind of the differentiating factor for those two guys?
Yeah, that's a great question, and really that's for us, the fix of it all here. So we've got the Wana Quick. This is the Orchard Peach Sativa, and this is the Pomegranate Blueberry Acai. So what we have is here with the Wana Classics. Okay, this is the original formulation, and think about this like a traditional edible. Traditional edibles, we ingest them. They have to pass through our digestive tract. As we know, cannabinoids are oils, waxes, fats, lipids. Okay, our bodies are over 70% water, and so this is where the function of our liver comes into play. So when we ingest a traditional edible, like a Wana Classic is, it has to be digested and then processed through our liver. And what happens in that process is it gets converted from delta-9 THC into something called 11-hydroxy THC. And so that's really what causes that sort of longer onset. We think of traditional edibles having a half hour, 45-minute, even some cases an hour and a half onset time. Okay, and this is true for about 99.5% of the edibles out there in the marketplace right now. So that's your traditional edible, and that's what we see from the Wana Classic line. So blueberry indica, strawberry lemonade, watermelon, the blueberry indica, I already said blueberry indica, the pomegranate blueberry acai, the Japanese citrus yuzu, all those from the original Classic line, those are all what we would refer to as traditional edibles. Now we have the Wana Quicks. And this is the really exciting part about this technology. And kudos to the team at Wana down in Colorado for putting the time and the research into developing this. So this is the first fast-acting gummy in market. Okay, you're talking about an onset time of anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, as opposed to that traditional 30 minutes to 1 hour. And how it really works, what they've been able to do is they actually were able to encapsulate the cannabinoids and the terpenes inside a water molecule. So if you think about it like you've got the cannabinoids and terpenes here like this, it's encased in a water molecule on the outside. So what happens is when you ingest it, all right, your body actually recognizes it as water, all right? And so it bypasses the liver, okay?
So it gets absorbed into your body much quicker.
Correct. It goes directly through the blood-brain barrier, directly into your bloodstream, in the same way that we're used to when we inhale cannabis. So if you do a dab or you smoke a joint or you're smoking a bowl or whatever it is, that THC is passing through the blood-brain barrier in your lungs and directly into your bloodstream. Okay. And that's where we're familiar with that classic smoker's high. Okay. That's what you're getting from these. All right. We know from the science that when you convert from delta-9 THC into 11-hydroxy THC, that it creates a heavier high. Okay, that's that more traditional edible high.
That like body high.
Body stone.
Yeah.
It can last for 4 to 5 hours as well too, and it can be very unpredictable. The Wana Quicks, these kick in 5 to 15 minutes. They have an onset time of about 2 to 4 hours, and then you're offset. You're out of it afterwards. So it's not that same duration in length, and it's also a delta-9 THC high. So you're getting the same kind of high that you would get from smoking. So
wow.
That's a really unique thing about this. So, and then just to sort of add on to that, there's another key element of the Wana gummies that really set them apart from everything else. And that's their unique terpene profiling. And it's not just reintroducing terpenes for the sake of reintroducing terpenes. What they actually did was they used a 3D chromatography machine, and they were able
that sounds fancy.
Super fancy. And what they were able to do is they were actually able to map the terpene profile of specific cultivars. So we have two terms, cultivar and chemovar. Cultivar are the physical aspects and traits of a plant, and chemovar are the chemical components of the plant. And so what they did was they mapped the chemovar profile, so the chemical profile of the plant, So cannabinoids, terpenes, all those sorts of things. And when you look at a COA, or you look at a jar or something like that of flower that has terpenes on it, it comes in at myrcene 1.3%, linalool 0.7%, pinene 0.3%. So what they actually did was they mapped the terpene profile from specific cultivars. They isolated an indica, a hybrid, and a sativa. And what they do is they reintroduce that specific terpene profile that occurs in the flower back into the gummies. So we have anywhere from 30 to 40 terpenes that we're reintroducing in specified ratios and formulas. So again, this is something that makes all Wana products so unique. It's the same for the Wana Quicks, and it's the same for the Wana Classics.
Wow, that is honestly so cool. Like, that is the coolest thing I've heard. That's why you can get like the strawberry lemon 101 hybrid, right? Like, I was never sure of like how did they put like the sativa, the indica, like into a gummy, but that makes a lot of sense, and it actually gives you the same effects, with those terpene profiles as if you were smoking them, which to me, like, that blows my mind.
It helps to promote, the concept of the entourage effect as well too. And it's
Yeah.
really important that we understand how terpenes and cannabinoids interact together, especially when you've got these like the 5-to-1. So you've got CBD and THC in here, and then you're adding in those 30 to 40 terpenes in those specific ratios to enhance the experience. Often we hear people talk about the blueberry indicas, that they're great at night, if they need to go to sleep. Or, I personally love the Orchard Peach Sativa Wana Quicks. These things, honestly, I can't say enough about them. They're functional. I actually was on a call one day and ate one on the call because people were curious. And so I ate one on the call. And within 15 minutes, people kept looking at me and being like, how was it? Are you feeling anything? And I honestly, I think these are some of the best products out in the market. And then vice versa, the pomegranate blueberry acais, 25 milligrams of CBD, 5 milligrams of THC. I eat one of these and I'm very relaxed and very mellow. And I find that these ones for me are really great in the evening, helps me relax and chill out.
Yeah, I love that. It's amazing. And so how many flavors are there for the Wana Quicks right now?
Currently for the Wana Quicks, there are 3 flavors. For the Wana Classics, there are 8 flavors, I believe. And then we just introduced about a month and a half, 2 months ago, these 2 new offerings into market. So this is the Blood Orange Sangria right here. And this is a 20-to-1 CBD to THC, and it comes in a 10-pack. And then the Strawberry Lemonade, these are a 10-to-1 CBD to THC, and there's 10 in this pack as well too. So we went for a bit of a larger format.
Those sound delicious.
They are super delicious, and I'll let you in on a little secret of what's next when a little bit further on in the conversation.
Amazing. Okay, can't wait. That is so great. All right, Choom Gang, I've got your next bonus entry question for you. All right. So, what Wana product would you like to give a try? Guys, there are so many amazing flavors, and the 2 different kinds. I mean, you can't go wrong. So let us know which one you would like to give a try in the comment section, and you got yourself your bonus entry. All right. Now, Steve, I kind of wanted to ask you, like, what would you recommend? Because I mean, this is the month of love, right? We're
Yeah.
celebrating love here. What would you recommend for like a date night in, or like a self-care day, something where you're kind of cozy at home?
Yeah, that's a great question. My girl and I, when we do get to spend time together, we love to cook. I think that's one of our favorite things to do. We will spend a couple of hours in the kitchen and preparing and cooking, and we love that process. For us, it's almost like dancing
Yeah.
in a way, and it's obviously something we're both very passionate about. We will, go out and pick the food and buy the groceries together and cook together. We're very, both of us are very connected like that in our passions and what we like to do. So for us, a beautiful quiet evening at home, is wonderful. We also will practice yoga together as well too,
Amazing.
which I love. We both love personally. I also love to go floating. Um, so uh,
Floating?
yeah, so like a sensory deprivation float,
Oh my
and
gosh, I've never done that before.
yeah, so we both love to do that. We both love like saunas as well too. She's from Germany, so the Germans and the Norwegians and
Very, like,
uh,
cultural thing.
yeah, it's a very cultural thing as well
Yeah.
too. So it's like we'll spend an evening at the spa, which is also fun as well too.
Oh,
So
that
I think
sounds
for us,
wonderful.
yeah, cooking is something that we both love to do at home, and it's funny. We always say, "Yeah, let's cook. We'll have dinner, and then we'll watch a movie." And we put the movie on, and we last 5 minutes,
Yeah,
and either we're both asleep or we're on to whatever's next. So
yeah.
but yeah, we both love to cook, and I think that's a great way that you know self care, a night in, but also spending quality time together. Um, and it's always fun that the unique dialogue and interaction that we get to have while we're cooking. So that's kind of one of my favorites.
I love that. That sounds beautiful. Now, guys, I actually want to ask you guys another bonus question. What would you guys do on a nice romantic date night in, or if you were to really have yourself like a pampering self-care day? What would you do? Let us know in the comments section. All right. And so, okay, so before we wrap up, is there anything new? I know you kind of dropped a little Easter egg, so I want to get there. What's new from Wana?
Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't physically have it here in my hands because it's not available in BC yet. I could tell you it's landing, I believe, at the end of this week, so it should be available for next week. But we have the Wana Midnight Berry. Okay. And this is a really, really, really interesting new product we have coming in. It's got 10 milligrams of CBN, or sorry, 5 milligrams of CBN, 10 milligrams of THC, and 2 milligrams of CB. Or sorry, let me run this by again. It's got 5 milligrams of CBN, 10 milligrams of CBD, 2 milligrams of THC per gummy. Okay.
Ah.
And this is
And for those that don't know, what is CBN?
Yeah, so CBN is cannabinol. So another one of the many large list of cannabinoids that are out there. CBN is associated with sleep at the end of the day, with enhancing that level of relaxation. And this is a unique blend that Wana has been working on for a long time. So we paired it with some CBD. We paired it with a little bit of THC, obviously with the indica terpene profile that they use as well too. So we're putting those 30 to 40 terpenes back in that classic indica type of terpene profile. And really what this is meant for is we're going at that sleep category. And this one's going to be really, really interesting product coming into the market. We're really excited about it. I haven't had the opportunity personally to try it, but the feedback that we've had from the Ontario market has been nothing but fantastic. And this goes into that wellness category again that we talked about earlier. And Wana really trying to push the envelope here on how we can offer products that aren't just on the recreational side of things, but can kind of cross that barrier between wellness and medical side as well too. And we hear it a lot on the retail side, and especially on the education side. Consumers look to cannabis for therapy, for wellness, but also to help them combat things like getting to sleep, insomnia, and all those sorts of things. And this is a product that I think is really going to revolutionize the way we look at sleep and what we can do to help aid in getting to sleep. The great part is they're coming in a quick format. Okay, so these aren't
Oh,
going to be a
amazing.
traditional edible. These are going to be coming in the quick format, so they're going to be quick onset, 5 to 15 minutes. Okay, the other great part about is if you say you wake up at 2:30 in the morning and you can't get back to sleep, you can pop a Wana Midnight Berry, and it's going to help you get back to sleep. So the feedback so far has been phenomenal, and from the sleep side of things, people have had nothing but amazing things to say. So the Midnight Berry coming in again, 5 milligrams of CBN, 10 milligrams of CBD, 2 milligrams of THC. Really unique. And again, in that quick format. So this is going to be available in BC next week, should be available in all provinces by the end of February. So this is really exciting. And then I can also tell you that there's 3 new flavors coming down the Wana quick line as well too.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
but I'll leave that for another day.
Oh my goodness.
Market, but
Juana's been busy. They've been busy, guys.
super
That's
busy.
fantastic. Well, that's awesome. But guys, that is all the time that we have today. Steve, I just want to thank you so much for sessioning with us today. It was an absolute pleasure. Like you've dropped so many like educational bombs on us today.
Well, my pleasure, Sophia. Thank you for having me on. Much love to the Choom family and the Choom gang out there. Big fan of your stores. So keep up the great work out there. And again, look for all these great Wana products. And the Midnight Berry coming soon for all of you people out there who are sleep deprived and sleep challenged. I think,
Who isn't these days,
who isn't,
right?
you know? So, but yes, thank you
Awesome.
very, very much.
Oh, no, no. Guys, Choom Gang, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us. And just please make sure that you're getting in all of your entries for your Wana prize pack. All right, guys. Love you. Until the next one, Choom.